Hello everyone, this is Dion Zoll. I hope everyone is doing well, and as you see before you, we're sitting here at KWJF, Lancaster, California, USA, and we're going to be flying the G36 Turbo. This is a modification done by the community. I don't know the gentleman's name who created it, but unfortunately, this airplane is basically a modification, a mod for the G36 Boanza. And it's pretty comprehensive. It's got lighting tweaks. It's got obviously the flight models tweaked out. It's got a host of lots and lots of tweaks. And it made the airplane better than what you get from out-of-the-box Sobo. And I've said this before, and I think in other videos, that's was kind of what I was expecting. I was expecting over time individuals are going to take it upon themselves to take the stock airplanes and make them better over time. This particular mod that you can pick up over where I originally saw it is over here at Microsoft Flight Simulators forums, and I'll put this link, the forum post, in the description down below, and then you can click on the two areas to get. You can get it at GitHub, or you can get it at Nexus Mods. Nexus Mods, either one of them, you can get them at. They're both, as of this post on the 11th of October, they were both areas to get it are at the same place, so I don't know which one gets updated. Matter of fact, I need to put a like on this bad boy. There it is. There's a like. So you got me, see me doing a like. But yeah, it's really a cool mod. It really enhances. It says it's supposed to work with the G1000 mod. They call it work title or work tide or something like that. I thought it was work in progress, but it wasn't work in progress. But unfortunately, that mod in conjunction with this mod so far for me has not been very successful. That G1000 mod ends up the autopilot breaks. So I'm just running just this turbo mod only right now as of this post, and everything is working fine. But you know, as far as physical appearance, nothing has changed. It's all under the hood stuff, except for the paints. That comes with 6 liveries. I wanted my red, white, and blue livery, and so that's usually what I go for, what I lean towards, the red, white, and blue livery. And so I picked this one, and it's pretty cool. You know, gives that little distinctive look to it and everything, which is really cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get inside this aircraft. Because like I said, it's not there's nothing really changed here. As far as all, you know, some buttons are working more than what they used to and whatnot. Mostly this is just a performance update, so you can actually simulate that you're flying a turbo. It'd be kind of nice if the developer can go in here, and because he can go through all this, if he can go in here and actually put in some kind of representation of decals and whatnot saying that this thing is a turbo. But hey, what we got, I'm pretty impressed with for what we've got. It seems to be working pretty well. This flight today, we're actually gonna take it through its paces a little bit. I've already set up a flight where we're going to go to Telluride, which is KTEX, and the reason why we're going to Colorado is because that way we're going to see how well this thing performs up in high altitudes. We're going to climb to probably, we're going to do VFR, but I'm going to climb to about 17,500 feet. We're just going to go to the limit, and then we'll see how well it does, and see if we can get that 208 knots advertised speed out of it. We should get a little bit of a wind direction there, and I see that my video is gone, so there, I'll just get rid of myself, and then we'll just go from there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make sure that we got plenty of fuel in here. We're going to go ahead and max out the fuel. Oops, let's go ahead and just do this. Max out fuel. There we go. Fuel's maxed out. We'll put my fat ass in here. So we'll go there, and then we will go ahead and we'll just go ahead and just make it me. Oh, let's say we got somebody else. We'll say we have a friend in here. Let's say that friend is 185 pounds. Sure, why not? And then so just me and a friend, we'll assume, is going to go and to Telluride. So there you go. There's our. And well, we've got to put in some baggage here. Let's put in about 85 pounds of baggage. There we go. All right. So there we go. There's our loadout. And so we're all full here, all ready to go. Everything is set. Everything looks good. We'll go ahead and turn the lights on. Get this thing ready to go. Parking brake is set. Parking brake is on. Throttle up. Throttle's ready to go. Fuel selector is set to left. Or set to right. Let's go ahead and leave it on left. Why not? Okay, so that takes care of that. And we'll go ahead and get rid of the insert. I don't like the insert. Wind, we'll go ahead and fix that. Get that out of the way real quick. GPS takes care of that. We'll put this on so I don't forget. And then we're going to go ahead and put in 17,500 feet. I want to go as high as possible. There is no mod out there so far for Microsoft Flight Simulator that simulates having oxygen and or having a pressurized cabin with pressurized data. And this particular aircraft right here, I don't think there is a pressurization. So what I would hopefully somebody at one point or another will come up with an oxygen like we have in X-Plane. In X-Plane, there is a mod out there that we'll put it right around 3 or so that has a little oxygen bottle, and then it has you put in like 3,600 liters or 1,800 liters or whatever, and then you have turn it on via the plug-in menu, and then you can turn on the oxygen and whatnot to simulate that you're wearing oxygen. So that would be really cool for this airplane if somebody come up with some kind of oxygen mod and that's basically where Microsoft Flight Simulator is going. It's just going right down the same road as X-Plane. Well, we're going to be modded to hell to be able to get our simulation. It's just the one advantage that X-Plane has, or Microsoft Flight Simulator has right off the bat. It's got the better visuals out of the box, and so that's going to make things really interesting for Microsoft Flight Simulator platform. So let's go ahead and start this bad boy here and get started. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make sure everything is set. And we'll go ahead and start the engine. Brake is on, so we shouldn't race. There we go. Started right up. I want to get right around 1,000 RPM, so let this RPM build up. There's 1,000 RPM right there. A little too high. Back it off just a bit. RPM seems to be working pretty well. Props seem to be working pretty well. So I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, that's fine. We'll go ahead and turn our alternator on and then get our rest of our avionics on. And that takes care of that. So that's pretty good to go there. We can go ahead. We don't need to turn on our blowers or anything. We'll go ahead and put in our pitot heat. The other mod that was a G1000 mod actually had the AC button working and not working. This particular mod does not have those activated, but that's fine. I'm not really tripping on that too much. It'd be kind of nice if the environmentals was working. Maybe somebody can come up with a mod. I'm kind of slowly turning my mind to where it's just unavoidable. It's going to be just like X-Plane, where everything, and we can see, actually you can see the amps come up there when I turn on the prop de-ice. That's pretty cool. I've come up with the realization that it's going to be just like X-Plane. If you want something to be really, really good and really, really detailed, it's just going to be the mod community or third-party add-ons, and that's just the way it is. So it's not going to be any different than X-Plane in that regard. So, it is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and call ATC, and we'll go ahead and tell them that we are ready to GTFO. Well, actually, let's go ahead and get our ATIS first.
12,200 feet, few clouds at 12,300 feet. Temperature 17, 2.10. Altimeter 29.907. Visual runway 24 in use. Landing and departing runway 24. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
All right, so that takes care of that. We've got fuel. We don't really want IFR. We're going to VFR it, even though I've basically filed kind of like an IFR type flight plan as far as we're going to be following all the airways and everything. But even though I'm not going to be doing IFR. So what we're going to do, actually it's going to force me into IFR scenario, isn't it? Oh well, okay, fine. Let's just go ahead and just get it.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike IFR to Kilo Tango Echo X-ray ready to copy.
The reason why, because I set it up the wrong way, so that's all right.
Takeoff runway 24 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is OME 26.1 squawk 6073.
6073.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike cleared to Kilo Tango Echo X-ray airport as filed. Takeoff runway 24 climb and maintain 13,000 feet.
I'll have to increase that.
126.1 squawk 6073.
Beechcraft 2 Delta, Mike readback is correct. Contact ground on LNE 21.7 when ready to taxi.
Okay, and that's done. Alright, so I need a taxi.
Box ground, Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike with Kilo ready to taxi IFR.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike taxi to and hold short of runway 24 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 118.525 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 24 using taxiway Alpha Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
It's a cool little airplane. You know, I like it. They modified the lights so you get a lot more visibility at nighttime. That's one of the big things. They do have an overabundance of light splashing all over the wings and stuff from the inside of the cab, but you know, that's just personal preference more than anything. Yeah, all in all, it's just fine. This airplane has a lot of power, so right off the bat, I've been finding that I don't need the flaps to take off, especially on a 7,000 foot runway such as this. It gets off the ground pretty quickly. Also, you know, when I put the nose trim into the green area here, it really likes to launch off the ground. So that's just because of the power. You know, that's all it is. So we'll come over here and we'll do a quick run up, and then we will get off and get in the air. But so far, I've been really liking this mod. I like it when things work. That's really my main thing. As long as it works, I'm a happy camper. You know, when everything works, it's all good. It's when it doesn't work is when I start having problems. So anyway, let's go ahead and run it up to right around what was it, 1700 RPM? I think it is, something like that. Or get in the green. See if we can break into 2000 RPM here, and then we'll go to what is it? Right meg? Right meg gonna be first one? No, left meg is gonna be first one. There it goes. RPM went down. Back up. Right meg went down. All seems looking good. I don't know how long you do it in the real world, but in the simulation world here, it's probably good enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a little closer, and then we'll go ahead and take off here. And we're so close, I'll go ahead and turn on all my lights. Looking out now, we do have live traffic going on, so whenever we see an airplane flying around, I believe those are real live players. So that's why I'm doing all this stuff. I'm doing my part with the ATC, so then that way it's somebody decides to run me over, it's not my fault. And let's request takeoff.
Box Tower Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike ready to go runway 24 IFR to Kilo Tango Echo X-ray. Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike cleared for takeoff runway 24.
Alright, so I'm ready to take off.
Cleared for takeoff runway 24 Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike.
Okay, we can look over here, make sure there's nobody coming that I can see. We'll go ahead and just make this happen. And like I said, no flaps required. Alright, firewall the bad boy. And we are off. Positive rate, gear up. No flaps required. What we're going to do now is I am going to set our speed. So go over here to our flight level change on and autopilot on. Flight director, on, and then navigation mode on.
Delta Mike contact Joshua departure on 126.1.
And here we go.
126.1 for Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike. Joshua departure Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike is at 3,300 feet, climbing 13,000 feet. Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike Joshua departure continue to Delta Alpha Golf as planned. Altimeter 29.906.
Let it go ahead and get in line here and get it all ready to go. Very nice. As it's trying to line itself up with the magenta line there. And that's all there is to it. We are in the air. Heading to Telluride. Alrighty, we are back. We're a little early, but we're coming up to Telluride, and I'm just getting set up here. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn off the autopilot now, and then just hand fly this thing on in because I want to explore a little bit. Get everything all back in sync here. As you see in the course of the video, that I was able to get to 224 knots over the ground, but that was, when I was going downhill, so can't really say much with that. But I wanted to see what Telluride looked like in the surrounding area. Let me go over here a little bit, and I think that's the runway right there. Just hasn't loaded in yet. Actually, I need to cancel flight following. And
Center Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike, cancel flight following. Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike, Denver Center, cancellation received. Squawk on E200. Frequency change approved.
And now I want to go to Telluride. Now that I see it right there. Turn the autopilot off. Autopilot should have been off already. Now it's on. Turn that thing back on. There it goes. Now we're off. Let's do a low pass. We'll do the automated weather, but we're so close. We'll just
Kilo Tango Echo X-ray automated weather
see what the
000 Zulu. Wind 260 at 18. Visibility tree. Sky condition. Few clouds at 900 feet. Few clouds at 4,000 feet. Temperature 8C dew point. 10C altimeter 299.5.
299.5.
Kilo Tango Echo X-ray automated weather observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 260 at 17. Visibility tree. Sky condition. Few clouds at 900 feet. Few clouds at 4,000 feet. Temperature 8C dew point. 10C altimeter 299.6.
Well, that's interesting. I have no control of my airplane. Oh, that's why. Because I was messing around with that. That's why. It's like, why the hell am I losing control of my airplane? We want full stop landing. There we go. There's our airport. What does it say on final? And
Kilo Tango Echo X-ray traffic Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike is on final runway 27 to land.
And we'll just land this bad boy. If I can. Bounce around like crazy, isn't it? Come on, chill. Guess you're gonna be landing uphill a little bit, I guess. Alright, we're on the ground. Alright, let's go down here at the end and turn around. No brakes required. Hey, there's a turnout right there. I guess you can call that a turnout. Well, we're going to make it a turnout. Ready. Let's get our butt on down there as quick as we can. Steering looks pretty good. Steering looks nice. Which is expected. That's pretty sad when you expect it to look good. And we are here. Well, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. That's pretty neat. Brake on. We are here. Well, I definitely appreciate everyone watching this video. The G50 or G36 worked flawlessly, no problem with the. Now, granted, I did not, have the other mod, strictly the mod, and it all worked out just fine. So, not really much to say other than it just all worked out good, and I'm hoping that the next mods will come out. They'll eventually the mods they will do the oxygen thing, and then they would make it so you can open and close the doors. Add the environmentals, where all these environmentals will start to work. things like that, and just slowly make these aircraft more and more study level, and then throw some documentation with them so we can get the performance charts and things like that, so we know what to expect at certain levels, at 20,000 feet, at 5,000 feet, that sort of thing. I think right around the 17,000 feet ish, 16,000, 20,000, 21,000, along those is probably going to be the sweet spot for this aircraft. I think that's going to be the sweet spot, is between 15,000 to 21,000 feet. It's probably going to be the sweet spot. That's my guess. But anyway, again, appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys next time on another exciting FS Excursions, and we will do this all over again, and we'll fly somewhere. And so I'll talk to you guys later from Telluride up here. I think it's Telluride, Colorado, I think is where we're at. So take care, guys. Bye.